All right.
Just 1 second.
Maybe Ben cannot hear us, so I'm just going to start the show. What's up, everybody? Ben is outdoors in his yard. Ben, can you hear us by now?
Nobody told me to go, but I can hear you. I hear you.
No, you're not muted.
I hear you great.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Ben, it's your show. Go for it. All right, now Ben's camera's off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Ben did make it in time for sound check, but then Spectrum came over and cut all of his wires out of spite. And so now I'm going to introduce the show. Welcome, everybody. We're happy to have you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, and before. Can you hear us?
Hello?
All right. Taylor, please chat to Ben. Meanwhile, everybody, we're so happy to have you here. As always, if you enjoy the show, you can support it. You can super chat.
Can you hear me now?
You can Taylor, please chat to Ben. Okay. Ben, so you see me saying stop to you. Can you see me say now it's just an errant finger. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I can think of a finger to use. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to support this show, you can do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com. You can also super chat. You can Venmo. You can do whatever. I've said all the stuff. The point is, thanks for being on the show. And with that, I'm going to introduce the third leg that is now the second leg. Just for now, till we figure out what's going on in Ben's garden. Please welcome Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I got another tuxedo jacket, and this one has a bow tie, so that's pretty cool. Guys, I've had the weirdest 16 hours of my life, and the beginning of this show is so perfect right now. I'm going to talk about, well, a little preview. Chris and I took acid for the first time last night, and 16 hours of my life about myself. I learned a lot about myself, and I don't know how to process it yet, but we're going to have a good show. I can't wear this tie anymore. It's going to strangle me. Ben, can you hear us yet?
Wait, did a regular jacket also take acid? Is that why it looks like that? That is not the jacket to wear when you take acid, man.
No. This is like so I took acid till whatever. I thought it was gonna last 6 hours. It lasted like 14. It was crazy. And then I've been on a river, and I've been so worried all day, guys, that I was gonna get to my friend's house and my tech wasn't gonna work, and I was gonna ruin the show. And then I show up, and Ben has ruined the show. So it's fine. It's so great. Like, this is all I needed. Like, I was so insecure. I was so stressed all day that I was going to let everybody down. And it's just the same as always.
I also love the second that you saw that Ben's stuff wasn't working, you're like, I'm going to take off this fucking tie. I don't need this tie now.
Isolation Nation, welcome to another social club. This is a handmade gourd. And this right here is a limon that I am peeling from my tree live in the moment. Why? Because the show started a little bit late today. I'm so sorry. I'm very excited to introduce our two co-hosts. I hope one of them is wearing a bow tie for this special occasion. It is Tuesday, and you know what that means? That means that Spectrum's here again. You better believe it, you guys. It is Spectrum Tuesdays here. I'm so excited about it because of this bullshit that never works. Excellent. So without any further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the second leg of the four-legged Who Gives a Fuck, Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
It's so great to be here, coming to you from my backyard here. I'm in my backyard as well. Holy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel, Queen Rachel.
Rachel, you can skip Bowers today. That's weird.
It's Bowers. The show started 5 minutes ago, Ben.
Isolation Nation, welcome. Soul Club. I'm your host, Ben Gleib. It's Spectrum Tuesday. Sir, of course, I'll show you the modem. Rachel, take it away.
I don't know.
Oh, God damn it.
I'm just kidding.
Rachel, that hurts me too.
I know. I'm
just
sorry.
worried that I wasn't getting a good signal here in Fern Gully.
All right. We had a couple things to start the show off with.
Let's do it. Let's do everything backwards today. How about that?
So we had someone named Fight Me gave us 10 Canadian and said a virtual heckle to start off the stream.
I thought Canadians were all nice. Fight me? There's not a Canadian named Fight
By
Me.
the way, that's such a Canadian heckle to give someone $10. Such a
I thought you sucked, eh? Here's $10.
yeah. What do you think of this? I'm like, actually, I think it's quite nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I don't know who this person is on the money, but I'll take it.
Oh, let's introduce let's skip this for now. And we have a very special guest today, and we're going to bring him in right away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy to have him with us. He is such a talented actor. He's been in so many different things, also producer. He's connected to his audio right now. His most famous role is probably Pedro in Napoleon Dynamite, but he's also been in Crank and a ton of other things. Please give it up for Efren Ramirez, everybody. Efren Ramirez. Efren, we're so happy you could join us. Thanks for doing so. Where are you coming to us from?
Hey, what's up, family? I'm calling you guys from Mars.
Perfect. That's actually Ben's cell signal is so bad. That's where he is as well.
I'm calling you from Mexico. It's a tough country now. With these virus.
Yeah, I heard you guys had a hell of an earthquake today. That's
no, that was just me getting up.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I got big shoes, right? You know what they say? People who have big shoes, right? They got big socks.
Absolutely.
You still wear socks in a pandemic? That's awesome, dude. That is commitment. You still wake up and put on socks? Wow.
You just want to be ready. That's why, it's like if there's a big earthquake and you're sleeping naked, you come out and people are like, I don't know, they might like that. If I come out with a mask on and nothing else on, it's like, but why would I be sleeping with a mask on anyways? That's a whole other story.
Keep your feet on a swivel, bro.
Efren, I gotta ask you, because you were part of something that is so beloved, and a piece of art. I've been in 3 movies that nobody cares about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the Illuminati, but go on.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, I've only been in 3 movies because I'm not part of the Illuminati. That's the problem.
Yeah.
When you were filming Napoleon Dynamite, did you have any idea how big it was going to be?
No, I didn't. I had been working on a play actually at the time, and some shows for Disney, and as an actor, you do the work, you do the training, and you see and you just trust that and see what happens. So and I ended up booking. I had auditioned for Napoleon Dynamite, a big feature film, and I booked both roles, so I didn't know what to do. And I remember when having to speak with my father, and I asked him for his opinion and his advice. And my father said, follow your heart. That's what I would do. And that's funny because that's what Napoleon says to Pedro in the script. He's like, follow your heart, Pedro. That's what I do.
That's awesome.
So when I made the choice, it was a character choice. It was a lead role, and you really want to take chances and risks that really matter and make a difference. These characters were trying to find their voices, and I thought, let's see what happens. And so the rest is history, and I'm just grateful to be a part of something like that.
That's awesome. And I know you've done you've acted in bilingual stuff. So I assume, like, how old were you before you were bilingual? Is that a dumb question?
I mean,
did you grow up speaking both languages, or was it like you spoke one language till you were like 4 and then?
I'll tell you. First, I was born and raised in Los Angeles. I grew up in East LA, Holmes, Chale, Baton. I have a twin brother, and both my twin brother and I, where we're growing up, we were totally into, like, it's the 80s, right? So it's like I totally loved Depeche Mode and The Cure, and my older brothers were into like the Cult, and I run along with hip hop with NWA, right? I mean, what a crazy dichotomy, and with my parents, because very traditional, salsa, cumbias, boleros, right? It was just always different. So we were always filled with different genres of music and styles. So, but when we were growing up, we spoke English. And I remember my twin brother having to say that to my father. He said, "You know what? Well, this is America. We speak English." And my father was like, "Oh yeah, you mofos." So my brother and I had to. We moved into the projects in Boyle Heights with our grandparents, and it was Spanish TV, Spanish radio, Spanish church. Everything was just all in Spanish, and that's how we learned Spanish. And I was like, okay. And then as we got older. Remember, I'm half and half Mexican, half Central American. So when my aunts and uncles would get together for las fiestas, right, we would have different accents and dialects in Spanish. So I would take that in, and it would be you'd have so many different words for one specific object. So in growing up as an actor, it was so confusing. But now as an actor, I'm able to play different characters with different dialects, with different accents. So when somebody like Pedro came along, I was like, oh, this is just like my uncle. so and then I took it from there, and for me, as an actor, having to study the craft, ideally I put my uncle and Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, their mannerisms together to create Pedro Sanchez. And I'll tell you the truth, I didn't know if I was gonna get fired or not, because you make choices as an actor and you're like, oh man, I hope I don't suck. So but I met John Heder as Napoleon, and he was like in wardrobe, he goes, hey, are you Pedro? And I'm like, dude, it's not work.
And Efren, could I ask you too? I've been in some movies no one cares about. I'm curious, did you have any idea that Napoleon Dynamite would be
Ben, stop it.
Actually, I have a question for Efren. I've been in no movies that anyone's seen ever, and how do you get into those? Can you get
No, Efren, let me ask you a not sarcastic question. So if I understand that story right, your brother was basically like giving your dad shit for speaking Spanish, and then your dad was like, "Fuck you, go to the projects." Like, is that?
Because I grew up with 5 brothers, and being the second generation, you grew up with what you got, and it was quite like Stranger Things. You're dealing with whatever's in front of you, which was a Knight Rider, a Miami Vice, and everything's like, well, you're constantly into learning the English tradition and English culture, and that's just what it was, hanging out with your friends. But my parents' culture and their history was theirs. So even though we knew the basic commands in Spanish, it wasn't forced upon because we were watching, ABC or NBC or CBS, and on all those primetime shows, and that was it. But to find the tradition and the culture, my parents say, you're gonna live with your grandparents, because my grandparents had that. They were rooted down. Even though my grandparents, when they came to the States in the 60s, they went to New Orleans, then they moved to New York, then to Chicago, then they ended up moving to Los Angeles, and they stayed in Los Angeles. And in the late 60s, my grandparents brought my parents and my eldest brother, and they said, we're gonna stay here in Los Angeles because it's safer, mind you. In the late 60s, you guys already know the troubles that were happening in this country alone. And they told my parents that it's safer here. Like, what? So when that happened, my mom, had us, and we grew up in the 80s. And for me in the 80s, I was learning Michael Jackson, I was learning Prince, Madonna, you just grow up knowing that. And then you start to learn the history of East LA, and I grew up in Lincoln Heights, and Lincoln Heights itself had a history, and then you learn about gangs, and you're like, oh, I don't have to join a gang, it's life is going to be okay. And then you start to go, oh, well, me being Latino, there's so many different types, and people from different, not everyone's from Mexico. There's Central America, and then there's South America, and then there's Puerto Rico, then the Cubans, and then it's a mix of everything. And then Los Angeles itself, as you learn,
there are various Mexican countries.
So it's divided like so much, and I go, you know what? even in our division, let's enjoy each other's differences and similarities and create something beautiful. And it's not easy, especially because in the 80s we had to deal with Reaganomics, right? Voodoo economics, the Reagan era, and then the 90s was all about having to figure yourself out, and everything changed. Even now, 2020, just think, let alone Napoleon Dynamite's about 15 years. And in a period of 15 years, how much life and society and generations have changed in technology. And it's we could either make it something positive and something really good for ourselves and each other, or destroy ourselves and have the aliens laugh at us.
Well, I think it was all that's a really elaborate way for your parents to like get rid of some kids, or they're like, they need more culture. Ship them out. We got what, 5 of these things? It's fine. Send a couple that way. By the way, we also want to introduce. Sorry, Bowers.
Can I say one funny thing and one real thing? Because I'm saying this, man. That was so great and like said things so perfectly that like I want to vote for you now for real. Like I had a shirt. This is the sincere thing. Now I'm pretty high, but that was so great and it made so much sense in my brain. And I want to vote for Pedro. The second I was going to say, you are the first person I've ever heard though say they learned about being American from Knight Rider. That was amazing too. Like, come on, the talking cars.
We got to go to this land where all the cars talk.
Also, can I just point out that Bowers followed up my question with what I thought was a genuine question. How do you break into movies and into this business? And Steve thought that question was so ridiculous coming from Bowers, he didn't even let Efren answer it.
Because he knew his answer was going to be, well, lose 70 pounds and be 20 years younger. And I'd have been like, oh,
I mean, look, like Bowers, I could see you, and I could see you play the producer Saul in the play called True West by Sam Shepard. You know, if you guys don't know, it's about a relationship between two brothers, and one wants to be a writer, and the other one has been living off the streets, and it actually takes place in the West Coast. And the reason why Sam Shepard is so great is because he talks about the troubles with alcoholism and how the relationship between family members can be very difficult, especially when they have differences in opinions and views.
John, I should go for the role of the alcoholic guy that explains things to his brother. That's what you want?
No, you could play. You could play the producer.
I mean, you nailed it. By the way, great job. I mean, if you have a casting, I'll take a meeting. I think you did it.
All right, let's introduce. We have two.
And even as serious as that answer was, Steve in his head is still like, I think Efren's being sarcastic. I don't think he thinks Bowers in the movie.
You have to audition.
I was like, give it a shot.
I didn't think so. Hello, Hollywood. All right.
Yeah.
Steve, let's introduce everybody else. Let's introduce everybody else. The show. This is.
All right, excellent. Well, first of all, we are always excited to have our wonderful audience with us. We have people in our front row right now, so we're going to introduce them. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got M, we've got Jessica, we've got John Stamos' hair. I think that's Andrew. We've got Zara, we've got David, we've got Carrie, we've got Hayden, we've got Tam, we've got Frank. Thanks for joining us. A lot of those folks are also patrons. You can, of course, join the Patreon, patreon.com/SDSC. And one of those levels is getting tickets to our front row, where you can hobnob with interesting celebrities like Ben Gleib. And of course, we have two great comedians. Bowers, you want to introduce our comedians?
Sure. They both been on the show. First, I'm going to introduce Caitlin Peluffo. We love Caitlin Peluffo. How are you, Caitlin? How you doing?
Hi. How's it going?
Excited you're here.
Happy to be here. This is thrilling.
And our second comedian, and just the 16 hours I've had where I've self-discovered there's nobody more positive I want in my life right now to bring me back to earth than we love him. BT is also here today. BT, what's up, everybody?
What's up, BT? BT, whose half of his face is on frame. Perfect.
Look at that. No, now I'm good. See, now I'm good.
That's not the direction that's the problem. You got to move up.
I got to do it.
Turn your screen down slightly so you're not we just all see.
Hold on, wait. Hold on,
There you go.
You look, BT, can you see me?
No, I can't.
Can't see us?
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, yes, it's much better.
Are
Welcome
you
back, BT.
Okay, is it better now? I'm sorry, guys. Is it? I gotta set these pillows up, and it takes a while. So, and I don't have any...
We've been quarantined for 3 fucking months. People still don't have tripods. It's crazy to me. They're like, oh, $13. I don't know if I can spend $13.
I haven't worked since March. I mean, I'm not gonna spend money on a tripod. I need food. I need food.
You've been on the show 3 times. You've worked a couple, right? Like, come on.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I mean, but I gotta put gas in my vehicle. So
we're gonna dock your tips today, the cost of a tripod, and then we're just gonna mail you a tripod.
All right. You want to see the benefit of doing the show during Spectrum Tuesdays? I get to do for the first time my Beyonce cam. I'm air conditioner.
I'm so glad that was the first time.
Carry on.
Yeah. Efren, do you have actually? I'm gonna take Barris's question seriously. Do you have advice for aspiring actors? I'm sure you get that question all the time, but
yeah, you in between working in films, I go to acting schools and I talk to students. But even from high schools to universities, I talk to anybody who listens. When it comes to this industry itself, there's 4 things that you need to acknowledge: acting for the artist, acting in the business of Hollywood, and acting for an audience. For the artist is you never stop learning. You just keep building your craft, and that is that, right? The art will love you because it cannot exist without you. Acting in the business, you have to acknowledge that it is a business, and even though when you're auditioning, they are auditioning you. You are also auditioning them. So, like, you want to work with these people? What's the tone? What's the style? What's the genre? What is the project? You're gonna go in. You're gonna do the work that you've studied and you built yourself for. Now, in the art, right? You just explore that, But when it comes to the business, no matter how great you are, if the director or producer has a son or daughter, they may just get the role, and that's it. And that's what that is. But they've created that project. So if they created that project, it also says that you as well can create projects as well. Now, the business of Hollywood is having to understand and know what a director does, a writer does, and a producer does, a line producer, executive producer, studios, understanding and knowing what they do. So when you walk into that room, it's not just about you being the actor, but having the respect of understanding what the project is as a whole. And then acting for an audience, no matter what you do, there's going to be an audience. And even if you have one person, that person knows in the trueness of their thoughts and their heart, if it's in the moment, if it's real, if it's honest work, if you have that human soul, and you really have to come to grasp those things. If you study the work, then as Denzel Washington said it, you become really good at whatever you practice. So if you practice procrastination, you become really good at that, but then nothing gets done.
Wow, Bowers really has no chance at all.
Yeah.
No.
Once you said human soul, he's like, I'm out.
This is, by the way, Efren, this is such good advice that, and as you're talking about just how hard it is and how much work it is, Bowers is definitely like, oh no, this is not something I want to do. No, this is. I mean, you see it in the chat. Zara just put in. This is masterclass stuff. This is absolutely brilliant.
No,
okay. So I'm not just really high.
I said it in a funny way. No, I'll just say I said it in a funny way, but it is so true. It's like so often people come to Hollywood and they just want to be movie stars or be famous, and they don't realize the effort it takes. They don't focus on the fact that you're there to bring a human to life, to be an artist. You're not there just to be, hey, I'm Tom Cruise movie star guy. You're there to embody somebody, and it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah. But it's not impossible. I'm no different than anybody else. I'm not. You really go after it. And there are many times when I've gone on stage and I've had 4 people on as audience, and I'm horrible. But you get better. There's some plays.
Oh, Bowers is back in now.
Yeah. Hey, if you're playing to 4 people, I got a shot. Let's do this. Come on.
there's some plays that are more difficult than others, and you have to open yourself up emotionally and become vulnerable and look at yourself in such a way where you're like, can I go through this? And that'll just get you better. And even when it comes to, because we have modern technology now, we can create our own content, write your own monologues, write your own scenes, write something that will challenge yourself, that you would want to see, that you would go, what would make people think, and do things in such a way where it defines your own creativity, your own art. Because everybody.
Well, now Bowers is out again.
I'm telling you, man, if you'd have told me when I was a young person that I was going to go through the experience of the trip, everyone heard me at the beginning of the show, I took LSD for the first time in my whole life last night. And so I'm having this spiritual awakening. And then you're the smartest person I've ever heard talk. Now I know, and that's why I know I'm not stuck. Like Steve's like, that's amazing, because it is. But in my head, I'm like, this is so good. How am I hearing this? This is the perfect moment for me to hear it, and I appreciate it. And the fact that you're Pedro telling me this, if I'd have told my 20-year-old self that someday when I came off of an acid trip, Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite was going to tell me how everything in my life should work out, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
First of all, 20-year-old you wouldn't believe you, because that movie didn't come out till you were 30.
And secondly, Bowers is clearly still dripping right now very hard.
Oh, for sure.
Efren's not even on the show, Bowers. I don't know what you're talking about.
I went through a whole rabbit hole with memory last night, and I agree. I remember that being 20. You're right, I was 30. See, that's what's so crazy about memory. I feel like I was a young kid. I wasn't. I was 30 years old when that happened, right? Like, I'm not kidding, but in my head, I was a fucking kid, and we're the same age, bro. Like, like, what am I doing? But
now I feel...
Our memory is connected a different way sometimes. Oh my God, I'm so
Bowers, now I know what it was like for you guys to watch me get stoned for the first time. Now I'm totally understanding. All right, we got a game to play, guys. We have a game, as always.
Let me just say one more thing for Bowers. Right? Look, there's a doctor, Wayne Dyer, and he said, he pretty much said this: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You follow that, and
and that's what all last night was about. I was looking at the whole world in a different way. And the fact that you just came on and said all that shit is blowing my goddamn mind. Like, maybe none of this is real. I didn't think I was real for about 3 hours last night, guys. I was literally thought I was in the Matrix. Okay.
By the way, Efren, that is a very good point, and that's actually what you do when you play Boggle and you get stumped. You just turn the board. It's a similar. All right, we have the game. We have the overnight game. Bowers, in your acid-induced haze, you have a chance to look at the overnight game.
You know what? I did. I don't know. I take pictures. I was on the river because anyway. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna read some of my favorite submissions from the overnight game.
I got one from Andrea Gordon.
Say what the game is first.
Oh, so the game was overnight excuses. Why they didn't have an overnight game, so why they didn't have one, and these are excuses. So Andrea Gordon had, I couldn't because I pulled a hammy doing a pun workout on @Ben Stretching for Jokes DVD. So that was I don't know when I took that picture. And then Jeremy Day had two that I liked, and they're basically the same joke, but I like both of them because they're about me. Said I had to search for abandoned fabric makers from the 70s to find materials for Bowers Comedy's jackets, and the other one was had to search for discarded sofas on the side of the road for more material for Bowers Comedy jackets. That was the same joke twice, but fuck it, I liked it. It was good. Thanks.
Nice. I also liked Tam's joke, which was I was canceling bands scheduled for the Roxy. So nicely done, everybody. But we have a new game today. This is one I'm very excited about. It is, and so the way you play the game, as always, you can submit by just putting a comment in wherever you're watching the show. But if you want to be eligible to win all of our hosts' albums, as well as a future ticket to this show, or a future ticket, and a future ticket to the Nowhere Comedy Club, you can enter with $5 or more, and then you'll be entered to win the prize. And so it is a very simple game. It is Rune a city with one letter. So you can add, subtract, or change one letter in a city's name. And, it's pretty simple. Like, for instance, the Japanese city of Osama. There's just...
or how about...
doing stuff like that.
Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, absolutely. That might make it better.
St. Louis.
What did you say, Ben?
Faint Lewis.
Faint Lewis, exactly. It was hard to understand because of your mask.
I'm back.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to participate in the game, feel free to. Efren, we're gonna do a stand-up set right now. Can you hang out for a second, or do you gotta go?
Yeah, I got till 4 o'clock. It's 4
To
o'clock.
4. Okay, excellent. So we're gonna have one of our comics do a set now. So Bowers, do your thing.
Raise your hand if you want to go first. Okay. There was no pre-show meeting. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants and I'll give it. Let's go with Kate Peluffo. She's awesome. Kate Peluffo, everybody.
Okay. Hi. Oh, this is great. Oh, I love Stone Bowers. This is amazing. I wish you'd done Molly. You'd just be hugging yourself. You know what I mean? Bowers, you seem like you need a little bit of self-love, and you just oh my gosh. Have anybody here done Molly? Molly's very fun. Oh my God. I did Molly once, and I've learned a few things. Okay, 2 things on Molly. Here's a helpful hint if you ever do it. Okay, first thing. Never let anyone videotape you while you're on it. You're going to want to dance, all right? You're going to want to dance, and while you're out there thinking you're Sasha Fierce, is just 45 minutes of you following your hand. Oh, my God. Yeah, Molly's great. Ooh, I like Molly. But no Molly for me recently. I'm a drunk bitch. Thank you. I'm actually quarantining and drinking a lot. I'm quarantining with my boyfriend right now. I've decided to drink instead of work out, so that's probably smart. I discovered something. Men do not care how much you weigh. They always want to see a woman naked. It just varies on how much. Yeah, it's either hell yeah or sure. Why the hell not? So either way you're in. So chug it up. Okay. Yeah, I think every couple should go through a pandemic before they get married. It's a tester. You can't handle 3 months. You're not going to be able to handle 4 to 6 years. Okay, that is very true. The boyfriend I have right now, he will. The one I have picked for the current moment, he's younger than me, which I like. I like a young guy. Okay, young guys are great. The only thing they don't tell you that with a young guy, like, sure, you're gonna have the best sex of your life, but you also have to like part-time teach a home ec class. Like, yeah, no, I'm coming all the time, but I also have to tell them about hospital corners. That's not fun. All right. Also, if you're a young man and you don't know what hospital corners are, you haven't been broken in yet. Okay. My boyfriend is younger than me. Whenever I teach him a new skill, he like enjoys it. That's how you can tell how old a guy is. Yeah. I won't tell you my boyfriend's age, but I'll let you know that he still enjoys to iron. So he is young. He's very young. I'm trying to like make sure, I'm going to be acting too, so as a woman, I want to be able to go out for, roles where I play my own age. So I got some anti-wrinkle cream. Very expensive, this anti-wrinkle cream, $84 for I have high expectations. When I was 13, I asked my uncle if he liked my shirt, and he said, "Darling, if I told you how good you looked, they'd throw me in jail."
Oh.
I know. That's how good I want to look. Okay, for $84, I want to have prison face. Okay, that's what I want. I want to ruin a man's life. I want to be so. I want to look like Crystalia's girlfriend. That's what I want. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh
nice.
no, we're all so sad. The predator got caught. Okay. So I was thinking a lot about when I was 16, and when I was actually in high school, I had a first job because I was raised poor. Thank you. And when I had this job, one of the women, she was my mentor. She told me that no man would ever want to marry a girl if she slept with more than 3 men. I know, that's crazy, right? I was like, 3 dudes? I waved bye-bye to that at prom. Are you kidding me? That's 3 dicks. 3 dicks. That's barely enough dicks to know what they're supposed to look like. You know what I mean? That's crazy to me. Oh, good. Those were new jokes. I really appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, no, I'm with my boyfriend now. It's going pretty great. It's going good. Before him, I was going nuts. You know what I mean? I was really sleeping around. I was just sitting on faces, taking names. Huh? Who's with me? Okay. I was a real good time gal. That's what I was. But I wasn't being smart about sex. I wasn't being smart about it. And this is how I know I wasn't being smart about it. And maybe ladies out here, maybe you can agree with me on something. That Plan B pill is expensive. Am I right? Huh? Where my horse at? Where are you? Oh God. I love that Plan B. That shit made me late on rent. You know what I mean? This one time, okay, I was getting a little too nuts because this one time I was having sex, okay, with this gentleman without a condom because I'm fun. All right. I'm very fun. Yes, I have HPV. Woo! Okay. So we were having sex. And he stops me and he goes, Caitlin, can I come inside you and just give you $50? I know. I said yes. I said yes. That's rich bitch money right there. You know what I mean? Oh my God. $50? Jesus Christ. I'm not a whore. I'm an entrepreneur. All right. Well, I am. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Caitlin Peluffo, everybody. Caitlin, if you want to tip Caitlin, the tip jar is open. You can tip top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or of course you can super chat and all that stuff. Rachel, I'm sure we've got a ton. Oh, sorry, Bowers.
Hang on, Caitlin, you're saying so don't do drugs and then have people record you.
Exactly. Now you're getting smart, Bowers.
Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Right before we get to her tips, while I'm collecting those, let's go through some of the generals that had come in. So we had a Cougars Cub, $10, and said, Steve, I should have looked into it further. The Comedy Club comped my tickets to another show. 100% not your fault. Take this 10 as my apologies.
Thank you. This was someone had said that I had canceled the show and never gave a refund, and I was like, that's never a thing I've done. So apparently it was a club being shitty. I had no idea. I'm curious. Wait, yes. Thank you, BT. By the way, it took me a second to figure out what was happening.
Steve would never do that. He would never do that. He wouldn't. I know Steve. He would never do that. I know Steve. He would never do that.
I think BT is Steve's inner monologue. That's what Steve hears in his own brain. It's just BT encouraging.
I heard that and I go, no, Steve wouldn't do that. I know Steve. That's my dude. He wouldn't do that. I mean, I would go in a court of law knowing what's going to happen to me, but I would go in a court of law, I put my hand on the Bible, and I go, Steve wouldn't do that. And they say, well, you're going to face time. I said, well, give me the damn time, because Steve wouldn't do that. And
I appreciate that, and let me just say, if I ever get arrested, I would want you in my corner, but over voice, because I know how cops feel. So, we'll all just be careful. I need a witness, but also we want to be careful. So, Rachel, what else you got?
All right.
So we also had Gus Walsh, $5, and said for Pedro following his heart.
Nice.
We had David Sherrill in our live audience to Rachel for the Swift Punk. So that was from before.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Tasha works at Spectrum in the Tampa office, and she tipped the show and said, Ben, okay, seriously, if this doesn't get fixed, send me your information. Tell the text hi from the Tampa office.
Okay, please chat her and write that information down as soon as possible. I need this contact more than you know.
I will get it.
So please feel free to read the comment that I just left in the chat, please. Read it out loud if you'd like.
Yeah, this by the way, was a whole elaborate plan to try to get Ben better internet. This entire show, we started SDSC. So that
Please, Rachel,
eventually
just
we
read
can-
that comment real quick.
I don't
Please
see
read that
any.
comment.
Did you send me a
In
text?
the-
There's-
He sent it to me
Zoom
by
chat.
accident, Rachel.
Oh, he sent it to
me.
He sent it to Tam by
Please
accident.
read it.
You didn't send it to
Please read it.
Tam, read it.
Hey.
Spectrum Dig, no gloves, touching computer, touching everything. I said, are you going to have to burn it all? There's more.
You
I
can
don't
see
know
it
who
right
got
now. You can see it right now.
I don't know.
Just burn it all,
Right.
please. Just burn it all.
Rachel, get
Well,
that.
then we are
no
not-
joke, please.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll get it for you. I'll get Tasha's
All right.
info.
What else we got, Rich?
Okay, so Caitlin's tips. We've got Tasha again, $5. Caitlin, 39 with a 28-year-old boy toy, best sex ever. Go Cougars.
Oh,
Nice.
We have Christopher Capo, $10 for Caitlin's Plan B fund. Great set.
Nice.
He's not going for the whole thing, but he's getting part of it.
We have.
I also
Andrew.
like that. Wait, hold on a second. I just realized that when that guy gave you the $50, it was like, "Can I just come inside you?" He was making it Plan A.
Yeah. What's crazy is that I was already on the Nuva ring, so that was all profit. Nice.
nice, nice,
Uh,
nice, Caitlin. Nice,
All
Caitlin.
right. We also have Andrew in our live audience, $10. Caitlin, great fucking set. Had me in stitches so hard.
Caitlin's great.
Nice.
Caitlin's great. No, seriously.
Also my inner monologue.
I keep forgetting you guys can hear me, but yeah, Caitlin's great.
Yeah.
I mean that. I mean that. Great. I
By the
mean
way,
that.
BT, I have a theory that you are the exact same person that you always are. Like you watch TV and you're like, yeah, get him. Yeah. Like you're just that by yourself. You're not like performing for anybody. That's just, you're that excited all the time. And I appreciate that because that's how I am. That's what I love about you.
Well, yeah. Why would I change for anything? I'm always the same. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's just the truth. I mean, I'm always, yeah. And I'm always kind of, so yeah.
That was not my inner monologue, by the way.
Hey guys, I have a question for Efren.
Yeah.
Efren, I guess it's a two-part question. Part one, who is your cable provider? Do you have any recommendations? And two, question two,
Yeah.
what do you do? You're a serious actor. You take the craft seriously. What do you do for fun? How do you blow off steam? What is that life like?
One, in regards to the internet, I get it from my uncle El Chapo.
In, dude, I will do every drug deal, whatever needs to happen.
It's Spectrum. I have Spectrum, and it's pretty
Sorry.
pretty cool. I got a satellite right above, so it's like it's awesome.
I just imagine that Efren has a satellite phone. He calls El Chapo, and then just a tunnel door opens in Ben's office, and they just come up from a tunnel, and it's fixed. It's perfect.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
What do I do for fun? Where I live right by the mountains, so I ride into the mountains. I go mountain biking. I also go to the Huntington Art Gallery. I go to JPL. I go to the Descanso Gardens. I mean, I live in Los Angeles, so it's like I got the beach, I got the mountains, and I'm able to really just go away. But I also I got family and some friends who even under quarantine, even now as I'm speaking with you guys, I get to live vicariously through you guys and your laughter and your joy and your love of life. And to me, this is connection. No matter how far you guys are, I feel each and every one of you, and that is what fills me. So in my lifetime between 0 and 100, I am going to remember this, and I'm going to keep this here.
Well, and that
I love that, and I love that you didn't
genuineness.
give us a rate. You didn't give us a score between 1 and 100. You're somewhere on the spectrum.
I'm going to say 0 100. I said that refers to age, because if I'm 101 years old, I'm like, dude, kill me, but between 0 and 100, there's so many lessons in life and so many things I want to accomplish and do, and it's because of Napoleon, the love of acting, that I'm able to sit here at this very moment with all of you,
But you've had all these great you've had all these great life experiences and that have brought you to this moment. So I'm just curious if you had to rate us on a level of 1 to 100, where does this experience fall between 1 and 20?
That's a hard Spanish yen. It is, because you guys are so flippin' funny.
Okay, tú puedes dígame en español porque mis amigos no pueden entender esto. Por favor, la verdad. ¿Qué número entre 1 a 100 es la verdad para esta experiencia de su vida?
Ben just said, Ben just said, this is just between us, bro. What's the real rating?
Bowers does drugs and he learns other languages.
Les voy a dar 99.5 porque el Chris Bowers, no sé, pero me da miedo.
I think we're best friends now. I said we're best friends. We're gonna...
Tell him that's what you said, Efren. No problema.
I just like that Ben had the guts to ask where it fell on the spectrum. Ben, you and spectrum don't work together.
I said that word. I regretted it very strongly. I regretted it very, very strongly.
Well,
all right, should we? Rachel, are we caught up? Can we do another
Not
set?
yet. Let's,
all right, let's catch up.
Yep, quick finish. Technics 2 Canadian, Caitlin 3 prom night, and the 3 prom night joke had me. LOL.
Nice.
Zara 20 Aussie. Preach, Caitlin. Some lady also told me I shouldn't be respected if I embrace my sexuality. She now works under me.
Is that about you, Rachel?
And then Frank Notaro, $5. Caitlin nailed it. We had Liz Kelly, $20 for the show. Thanks so much for the laughs. Savannah Martin, $11.46. Hey Bowers, do you have any advice for Ben on how he could have more than one comedy album on iTunes that hits #1?
Oh shit!
Isolation Nation, welcome to another shitty episode. Bullshit put up with at this point in my career. Second leg, Steve Hofstetter.
Well, if you guys want to tip the show, you could do so. Top right of the screen and laugh. All right. So what else we got?
Last 2. Albino Bad Guy, $5 for the show, and said tip to hear Rachel say "Owingo Boingo" again. And then Andrew in our live audience, $15 for Efren, said such a truly observant comic. Love it, sir. Thanks for the theater tips.
Sure.
Awesome. All right.
Very cool.
Bowers.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up next, it's Steve's inner monologue. Give it up to BT, everybody.
I gotta get in my baseball stance again. You know what, man? It's so cool is that the way I know Bowers, because I've been on here 3 times, and every time I've had a very, very, very funny, very hot, and it's always been a female comedian. So thanks, Bowers. You're 3 for 3. It's always, I mean it. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Caitlin was hilarious and easy on the eyes. That's a 1920s way of saying, hey, you're hot. But it's a 19, but so she can't me to me. So I just want to say, very funny first of all, and then so anyway, yeah, I know. I know. I walked the edge on that. I hope I didn't offend her, but I was just being truthful. I was like, wow, she's pretty. Anyway,
this part's not my inner monologue, guys.
Hey,
I know. Oh yeah,
it's an insult, just as knowing what the fuck is appropriate.
wow.
Well, no, that was not bad. I just said you. I said you. Funny first.
Isolation Nation, welcome to another social distancing social club.
No.
BT, do you not have Twitter? What the fuck are you doing? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
All I said she was funny. I said she was funny and she was pretty. Is that bad? You can even say it nowadays? Is that where we are? I mean, that's where we are. Anyway, it was kind of cool to see that. I've always grew up hating science. So when I saw that Trump rally in Oklahoma, I said, wow, I could have been president. I mean, that was horrible. And I mean, 85% of people over 65 die from this virus. And I think the people that survived are all the racist white men working out of my gym. Those fuckers never fucking die. I swear to God. I thought when the gyms reopened last week, I thought for sure they'd be lighting that burning cross in the sky, but no, they were on the Stairmasters and everything. Just, yeah, I really did. I was so pissed. Honestly, that's what we should use for the antibodies. Just take their blood, kind of like a racist Robitussin, and I guarantee you, he would be all well. Like, man, I hate everybody, but I feel great. You know? But it's the truth though, and it's weird because like things are like slowly opening, and the weird thing about here in Indiana was the strip club's open, but the movie theater didn't open. Like, how dirty is the movie theater? I mean, like, where do you draw the line in that? A regular movie theater, not like a regular movie theater is closed, but the strip club is open. And I kind of wanted to go to the strip club just to see if they gain weight like the rest of us, like if Cinnamon is now Cinnabuns, you know, like if Mercedes is now Ford F-250, you know, I just wanted to see if they gain weight like the rest of us, you know what I mean? But I still think I'm still kind of I'm still trying to see how the Black Lives Matter movement is working, because in a way, if you watched it, you talk about change. One black man changed everything in NASCAR. Think about it. NASCAR honestly has done more for Black Lives Matter than the NFL. The NFL owners now are more silent than when Robert Kraft got caught getting his prostate milked like a cow at the state fair. I mean, seriously, they haven't said anything, but NASCAR went progressive. Matter of fact, they made them take down the Confederate flag. You know what that's like? In the South, they made them take down the Confederate flag in the South. It's like Jeffrey Epstein dating somebody his own age. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think that is great. But what they're doing, NASCAR's like, I grew up a NASCAR fan. I grew up in Oklahoma originally. So I grew up loving racing. And people always talk about racing being backwards and everything. But think about it. They're so progressive. I wouldn't doubt if the next month, NASCAR got a record label, dropped the mixtape. I mean, think about it. They're doing progressive stuff, and it should be commended. I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and it's great to see the whole movement going worldwide. Like even over in England, which I think is great, because if you remember Prince Andrew, he left with his half black wife. They left because the Queen kind of basically kicked them out. But the great thing about that is that baby has half black blood. So eventually that baby is going to be in the royal palace. How great would that be? Him walking his little baby around, have a little fro, and he's going, "Hey, daddy, when we going to put a Popeyes up in this motherfucker?" I think that is going to be, I really do. I can't wait for that to happen. And that when we can see real, true change. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, I just think it's incredible. And I always come back to NASCAR because, like I said, people have always talked shit about NASCAR, but the fact they're doing more than NFL makes me so happy. At this point, honestly, Colin Kaepernick should just get a job in NASCAR. Like, hey, that guy's kneeling. No, he's part of a pit crew. He's actually changing the tires. So, I mean, I'm being dead serious, man. And I've solved the kneeling thing. I've solved that. If you want players not to kneel, just change the national anthem to "Fuck the Police." Think about it. You will have every athlete in the world standing up for that. No black athlete's going to sit down for that. And the greatest will be the last line. Instead of "Home of the Brave," it'd be like, "Fuck you, you black motherfucker. Play ball." You know, so yeah, so that's my set. Thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I hope it didn't piss
BT, everybody, BT, just try to make sure you don't skate into something you don't want to skate into. If you want to tip, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal laughfromhome.com, or of course you can super chat as always. Rachel, what do we got coming in?
Yep. So we have a lot of people want BT to get a tripod. So we have Davy Jones, £5 for BT's tripod.
5 pounds? So he's from England.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about your tripod.
No, he was sending you 5 pounds of American money. It's just a lot of.
I love my English brothers, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Yeah.
And then we have Gus Walsh, $13 for a tripod.
Oh yeah, a tripod I'm gonna get. A tripod I will get then. Are there tripods for iPad Pros? That's what I have. Can you get an iPad? There are.
Yeah.
There's a tripod for everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, thanks.
We had a tripod for our raft earlier. It's fucking. It's just whatever.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get.
Just go on Amazon. Everything exists.
I'm gonna get with all this
Type in
hard-earned money.
type a thing in Amazon. It'll come to your house in 3 days. It's fine. Just type in tripod and hit Amazon. It just comes to your house. It's fucking. Amazing.
Oh my God, Acid Bowers is best Bowers. This is amazing. This is.
I love it. I love it.
He's just so chill. He's just like, have you seen the wonders of Amazon? It's just such a magical place. Type in what you want, and then suddenly those ads come up on your Instagram. It's the best. It's the best thing.
I like they know about me because it saves me time. All my Instagram ads are full of jackets and shoes I want. I want to tell me more shit like, hey, it's Chrissy's birthday, Dick. I'm like, oh fuck, thanks, Google. And they're like, hey, and she's been searching these shoes for a month, and I'll be like, oh good, fucking send them to me and put them on our credit card.
Amazon just sent him that pizza.
We also had.
Does it come with a tripod?
Rachel, what else we got?
Jeannie sent $13 for the tripod.
Thank you.
We had
Someone shoot me. Somebody shoot me.
Oh no. All right. Tam in our live audience tipped $13. BT, buy a damn tripod.
I'll do that.
Ben Siegel, $5 for a tripod.
Thank you. I'm gonna give you the nicest tripod. It's gonna be the sweetest tripod there. I'm gonna bling it out.
He's just gonna pile up stacks of money and put his camera on top of it.
Yeah.
So it's still pillows. They're just really nice pillows now.
Yeah.
Pillow.
Look my pillow.
Oh, jeez.
There you go. BT, everything is symbolic. BT stands for buy tripod. So.
I like that.
Okay, I'm back to not believing I'm real again. This can't be happening. Jesus Christ, I don't think I'm a real person.
So many. All right, so we also have after the tripod, all the comments. So Tesha, $10. BT, you're hilarious. Your reactions are everything.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Then we have Christopher Capo, $10 for BT, just so I could hear him thank me 10 times. You're great, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
I think you have 8 more thanks to give.
7.
Thank you.
Seven.
Well, I appreciate you. Seriously, that's tripod money. Tripod money.
Yeah, your iPad tripod is your tripod.
Tomato.
I just want you to walk in a store and be like, you guys sell a tripod? And those. What?
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Spectrum. Go fuck yourself.
Then we have Sabrina Markley, $20 for BT. I wish I could have a morning injection of BT energy every day.
No, thank you.
Nice.
I appreciate that. Seriously, thank you.
I wish I could get a morning injection of Wi-Fi ever one time in my house. Working perfectly.
Albino Bad Guy, $5 for BT. It's about time NASCAR is progressive. They've been turning left for years.
Oh, that's great. No. Oh.
Guys, BT just came. He loved that joke so much.
I did. That was a good joke. That was great. Seriously.
Then we have Jeannie, $25 for BT to buy 3 tripods.
Whoa, thank you, Jeannie.
Nice.
Oh, little Jeannie, you got so much love. Remember that Elton John?
By the way,
you can take the tip back if you'd like to, Gene.
BT is got my inner monologue again. Was totally hanging out too. The whole.
Guys, quick interruption if I may. I believe Efren has to go in a second, so I wanted to thank him so much for being here. Efren, is there anything we can look out for you on coming up? Where would you like us to follow you? Any parting words of wisdom?
I'm on a series called Perpetual Grace with Sir Ben Kingsley and Luis Guzman and Jimmy Simmons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you. I play an astronaut, so I'm learning about astrophysics and singularity. I mean, I'm gonna follow you guys all on Instagram. You know, I'm on Instagram, and we got to do this again. You know, this has been so great. You know, I appreciate all of you guys, and be safe, be good, do good.
You too, my friend.
Thank you.
You too, my friend. Good luck
you
in
for
that.
being here. Thank you so
Seriously,
much.
good
And
luck.
now that you just said that you can be a successful actor on a series by just feeling like you're in outer space, Bowers is back in. Back in.
Efren, I do want to say, man, this really touched me. Everything you said really, like, it was a moment where I needed it in my heart, and it felt great. And I would listen to you talk for 5 hours, man. So if you do your podcast or something, I just want to, the wisdom you're giving me, man, just like it hit at the exact right moment. Man, this has been my favorite episode we've ever done. And I know, obviously I'm stoned, but goddamn, that was awesome. Thanks, man.
Thank you. And I got to give one more shout out to especially Steve, you know, because I just one night I'm writing a feature, and I went on YouTube and I saw Steve, and I think watching his stand up, and I think I was on the internet for about 2 hours just watching his work and how he really channeled the about humanity, and even when you're heckled, to be able to converse and break through to truth and what's real and what's honest, and that mattered to me so much. And I think that same night I contacted you, and just you're radiating, you know, and you're vibrant, and that's wonderful to see. And for all of you guys to recognize what you guys are doing, it makes a difference, because it gives such a relief pressure to a lot of people who are stagnant and feel stressed on the current situation. You have opened them up, and it's great. So for Ben, thank you very much. Hope everything works out with Spectrum. You know,
Thank you.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Efren, thanks so much for your kind words that were also my inner monologue. No, you are a brilliantly talented person, and to hear that from you means a hell of a lot to me. So thank you.
Hey, bye guys.
Thanks, man.
Take care, man. Excellent. Rachel, catch us up while I'm crying.
During that entire time, I still haven't caught up on tips, like putting them in. So I will try. We've got the NASCAR one. So then Genie, we did the Genie 3 tripods. Renee, $5. BT, your energy is infectious and you always bring the laughs.
Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Lola, $5 for BT's baseball stance.
Thank you, Lola. Yeah, my quads are killing me. My quads are burning, baby. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So, question: does anybody know the currency that starts with KR? I think
Kroner.
Okay, kroner. So there was quite a few krona, which comes to be about $7 US. But Jonathan said for BT, just because I love your reaction to different currencies.
Thank you. Seriously, thanks.
And that could be various krona. That could be Denmark or Norway or Sweden. There are various countries that use their own kroner. So
my favorite countries. I mean, think about it. They're my favorite countries. They're always peaceful. They're just like, chill, bro. I mean, they're all just like, hey, man, chill. I like them. You never hear about Denmark starting fights in bars and shit. They're always just real. Just, it's cool.
BT's
bro.
the best.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, Denmark, Sweden, Finland, all those. They're just like, hey, man.
I've never seen Denmark starting any trouble like that. Denmark.
Well, that means they'll bar fight now. Those fucking Denmark guys are fucking dicks. You never hear that.
No, true.
Seriously, they're the nicest guys. Denmark, Sweden, Finland, just heart.
We also have Zara in our live audience, 20 Aussie for your tripod. And if you ever need a lawyer, holler at me.
You're awesome. Thank you. I remember her from last time. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I remember her. Yes. She's in Australia, right? Or New Zealand.
You know what sucks? There's a world where BT is going to need a lawyer before me, and that's bullshit.
I think we all know how that's gonna go. I think we all know the road I'm on.
No, I'm saying, BT, you're like so positive and so like you're not. I'm. What am I doing? And I've never needed a lawyer, and fucking, you're the most positive guy of all time.
Bowers,
the
with all
lawyer
respect,
thing was a
you've
joke.
been,
I'm like,
and
what?
also Bowers, you've been
No,
divorced 3 times. You need lawyers. You need lawyers.
No, Ben, both of them were mediators. Both of them were
Rachel.
mediators.
Rachel, what else do we have?
We have a lot. We have Elizabeth Ann, $5. BT, tripod or not, you're the best.
Oh, thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, that's great.
Matt, 15 for BT, funny, but not sure Harry would appreciate being confused with his uncle.
Oh, yeah, no shit. My bad on that one. I was going too fast and I couldn't get it out, so my bad. Yeah, he's right. So that's my apology.
Jess, in our live audience, $25 to both comedians. She said both. She meant to say both comedians, but she misspoke or typed and put both Canadians, had me in stitches.
But the good thing is there's healthcare there, so it's fine.
Yeah.
BT's so nice they just made him an honorary Canadian. They're just like, yeah, you're Canadian.
Right? Thank you. I like
We can
it.
only
Thank you.
assume.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
She also tipped
Thank
the show
you.
$50, so thanks, Jess.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Jess.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you.
We
Thank
had
you.
What
Razor.
drug did Bauer? Oh, sorry, Rachel.
So many. We have Razor,
Drugs or
$5
tips? Okay.
for BT.
What drug did Bauer do?
Lay
again?
down.
Let Rachel finish.
Lay down.
Please.
We have like maybe 10 more to get through. So Razor, $5 for BT, as if they all don't that you're your own tripod.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, that was sly. I like
That's
that
I
my
one.
just got that as soon
That
as
was
I
my
said
5-pound joke from 10 minutes ago. That's what I was
Nice.
saying.
I like that one. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Seriously, thank you.
Andrew in our live audience, $10. Killer set. Here's some sanitizer money for the nasty ass places that you find yourself in.
That's true. Yeah. That's funny. That's
Also, my inner monologue. Sorry, Rachel. Go ahead.
This is my Air Canada, Steve.
Yeah. Shirts. The problem is if you make shirts and try to sell them, you'd never get the email because your Wi-Fi is so bad.
Literally, like I would rather be on the spectrum.
Oh. Well, Technics, $2.
anyway.
BT, show us the pose you held the whole set.
That center field pose, like, yeah, come on, go yard on me. Come on. Yeah. That's it.
Hey guys,
That's it.
guys, here's me doing the exact same pose. This is me just taking a shit on Spectrum.
Yes.
Oh, we have David in our live audience, $10. BT for the racist Robitussin. I only had the knockoff brand, supremacist suppressant.
Ah! Nice. Nice. Okay. I like it.
We had Jan, $5. BT is one of the funniest comedians ever.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That is seriously, I like that. Thank you. Man, I
We
love that.
also had some late tips for Caitlin come in. We had Tam, $5. Caitlin, lovely to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Tam.
Razor, $5 to go towards your boyfriend's Disney Plus / Go-Gurt fund.
Oh,
I like that. That's funny.
And then Jan tipped the show $5 and said, "No worries, Ben. # Gleib Squad has your back."
Thank you so much. I need that right now.
And then John Riley, I just paid $5 to tell Raquel hugs and kisses, and that's a friend of mine. Cute. It was inappropriate, but I didn't say it. That I was.
Look at you pre-breeding. That's awesome.
Well, when I see the word pink parts, I'm like, maybe I don't want to say that.
You say pink parts?
It's so French. But
What was that?
Is that
What
just
was that again?
Bowers' face? Pink
What
part?
was that again?
Oh, damn, you got there before I could. You're done.
What was that again?
So pink.
I was on the river all day. I was like, I was on a tube, and we just tubed down the river. And it doesn't matter. It was fun.
okay.
And that sounds so
Bowers-
peaceful, Bowers.
Bowers-
Whereas I'm about to blow up my tree because it's next to this truck, and I've hit the limit of my possible patience. I just gotta press this button right here.
By the way, Bowers, I hate to break it to you, but you just took the acid last night and just sat in the living room in a tube. That's... While your friends just went like this.
Hey, I still don't think any of this is real. So that's not that funny. Like, I don't know if I really just talked to Pedro. I don't believe that's a real thing. That was so awesome.
You mean Efren Ramirez? He's our guest tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be great. I can't wait till he's on.
Yeah.
He's a
No,
funny,
Ben,
interesting
I've been
dude.
kind of saving this for the show, Ben. But here's what's hilarious: is I got to my friend's house today, and I didn't think the internet was going to work here because when I did the speed test, the upload speed was 4.3 and supposed to be 20, and I'm killing it. And you're like at 100 speed. It doesn't matter. Wherever I go or how fucked up I am, my internet's perfect. And you spend $1,000 a month, and it always sucks. It sucks.
Yep. Yep.
I feel so bad for you. I have so much empathy for you right now.
Bowers just went to direct confessions. Fuck this soft shit. All right, Rachel, what else do we
also
have?
had Kara Layton. Let's see. She tipped BT $5 and said, for BT, always great to have you on a show. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we are ready for the game.
Awesome.
thank you.
Let's play
Appreciate
the
it, Ben.
game. All right, as a reminder, the game is Ruin a City with one letter. Ruin a City with one letter. And so, Rachel, what do we have? These are the non-paid entries first.
Yeah, so I had like 4, but then a few people turned them into actual entries. So now I just quickly scrambled and tried to get like one more. So I have 2.
Okay.
Kara Layton had Fort Worth, Texas.
Damn it, I had Jafarta.
And then Mark Palmer, instead of Sydney, had Kidney.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's
great.
all I had. So I know, like, so starting in our live audience, these are the ones that we're going to be voting on. So I think Zara had one.
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple. So I had Budapest. I had Tehran, more like Mehran. My favorite is Prague, Plague.
Nice.
I like.
Let's go to Tam.
Funny. My lawyer. My
That's
lawyer.
you. Little Cock, Arkansas.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I like that.
That was good.
I like that one. That was good.
That was
good. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
No,
I'm gonna tell
don't.
him
I
you
have
said that.
family there.
I don't care. I'm gonna tell him.
Bowers'
It's even better.
hometown.
I'll tip you some more.
No, but it's not my hometown, but I am the mayor of the parade every year. I'm the grand marshal.
I like that.
They
That's funny,
they
man.
give you the key to the city, and it's just like teeny little mail key.
He's not the grand marshal. He's the little marshal, but it's cool.
Yeah. When I said mail key, by the way, I meant MAIL. Just to
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
We all
Nice.
know you have a
Nice.
big dick, Stevie. Okay.
And let's
It's a
go to
running
Juan
joke I'm okay
Stamos'
with.
Hair.
Hmm?
He has an entry. Andrew.
Oh yeah, so I have Daily Shitty, and that's also it. That's inside San Francisco. So far at least.
I like.
Nice, a twofer.
That one if it's not too late.
That one had number 2 in it.
Nobody else sent me a message. Frank or Dash.
Yeah, I got one. I forgot to
Okay,
send you a message.
Frank.
New York City.
That is that's actually where I'm from, both geographically and genealogically.
Me too.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, anybody else in the audience? Dash, yep, let's go to him.
I had a Harlotsville.
Nice. I like that, Dash.
Bowers is like, it says ruin a city, not make a city.
Yeah.
Oh, why are their teams' names not the Charlotte Harlots? Why do they not have? Okay.
Oh, that's great. They come, yeah, that'd be nice. They come out in little tutus.
Yeah.
You know?
And then their cheerleaders are just dressed really conservatively.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So these are the entries that I've written down. So Jeannie Graven has Lost Gatos.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
We have Randy Longmire, Sad Antonio.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Make a city more accurate with one letter.
Dave Adler, Kansas Clitty, because it's just fun and rolls off the tongue.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
That's actually Kansas Clitty is located just over the border.
No one can find it.
That's because it's been in Missouri this whole time.
Jeremy Day.
I know where it is. No, I'm sorry. She said you mean know where to find it. I go, I know.
It's right above the tripod. We know what you meant.
Oh,
Jeremy
man.
Day had Sexville. That lane boy has Washington Dick.
Oh, nice. He's the president.
Ben Sewell had Los Angeles.
Nice. Feel like that sometimes.
Carrie, did Carrie give hers? Taintsville?
Paintsville.
Is she in her? She's not in our lot. Oh, she is. Carrie,
No, she
Carrie,
is right
you want to
there.
do yours?
She can read it again.
What?
You want to do yours?
Oh yeah. Well, the one I did. Yeah, you could just read it. Well, no, I had one that when you were going through everybody else in the front audience, I had one. I sent it to your Queen Rachel tag like you wanted us to, but then I was just like, oh, I thought of another one. So it was Taintsville. It's an actual city in Florida. So you really don't need to change it.
Holy shit.
It's between the Panhandle and Miami. That's how
it's
Queen Oviedo and Chalota, but yeah, whatever.
It's under the chode? Okay, that does make sense.
No,
I like that.
Oh, that's a good one. We have Renee Hutchison, Bangahore instead of Bangalore.
Okay.
Again, ruin a city. Okay.
Slower Flash Gordon has Cacaville, California.
Oh, nice. Vacaville. These people don't travel. Sorry, go ahead.
Slower Flash
Vacaville, California. You're sorry, I didn't go to France.
Slower Flash Gordon also has Huntsville, Alabama. And yes, I hate that I wrote that word, but it's a legit answer.
That is a legit answer.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's beautiful. That's great. That might be my favorite one. Maybe. I like that one. I love that one.
We have Chris Fleischer, Colin Bus. We have Dave Adler, New Pork City, the unkosher metropolis.
There's a lot of the population.
And then last one I'm showing is Jeremy Day's Loverpool.
Nice.
Nice.
I like that.
All right, we're gonna vote. BT, what was your favorite one out of all?
Man, I mean, Huntsville, Alabama is real close, but I gotta go with Little Cock, Arkansas. I mean, it's right there, and it was just a bam. It was just a knockout blow, and I loved it because I just wouldn't expect that coming from her, and that's why I like that. I like that. No, I like that. I like that.
Thanks, BT.
All right, Caitlin, what was your favorite one?
Mine was also Little Cock, Arkansas.
Hey, Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin.
Hi.
You're not mad at me for saying it, are you? Are you mad? Are you mad, Caitlin?
What?
Are you
Am
mad
I
at me
mad
for?
that you? No.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. I okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. You don't give out addresses on this thing, right? Ooh.
Rachel, what was your vote?
Mine is for Little Cox.
Little Cock, Arkansas. I had three because they not only are hilarious, but they make the city San Antonio.
Are you gonna call him so I can?
No,
Oh, sorry about it.
that's okay. I had San Antonio made sense. Huntsville, Alabama also makes sense, but
God,
I'm
that's funny.
also going with Little Cock, Arkansas. That's
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're 3 for 3. All right.
Yeah.
Four for four,
Ben.
actually. Ben.
My vote is definitely Little Cock, Arkansas. Very funny. Very, very funny. So good. And you got to honor the town that honors Bowers every year.
And my vote is for, of course, it's for Little Cock, Arkansas. It's a sweep. That was perfectly done.
Yeah,
that was
you
the
did.
point of the game. Nicely done. A wonderful surprise. So,
Thank you.
Tam, you know how to claim the prize.
Oh, yeah.
And that said, I've got a couple comics. Do you have any that you want to submit?
I have like 10.
Do it up.
Who else?
Well,
Who am I gonna go up against?
Does Caitlin?
Oh, you have like 10. All right, I think I got 10.
Well,
I got 2.
Okay, that's 2.
all right.
BT, you got any? Because here's what I thought when I thought when I I'm in my brain's in this whole new space. I just did acid. Maybe I'm gonna play the game, and then nope, still didn't have anything. So. Caitlin, what were yours?
Oh, sure. I thought instead of Dallas, Texas, we have Phallus, Texas. Huh? And then one that made me giggle was Seattle. Silly.
Funny.
All right.
Okay. Does Ben have any?
Are we gonna go?
I only
Rachel?
have one, and I'm aware this doesn't follow really any of the rules of the game, but it sort of does. Mine is, instead of Spectrum, Red Rum.
By the way, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna look at the modem and I'm just gonna be like, "This isn't on."
I kill you.
Okay.
All right.
So
and Steve,
Rachel,
back and back.
you want to go back? You want to go back and forth?
Sure. This is exciting for me. I've never done this. All right.
Hell yeah.
I have Fart Go, North Dakota.
I'm gonna start with a foreign one. Bad Dad.
I like that, Steve. That
I've
was
got
good,
a
buddy.
foreign one. Singapore.
If you could change 2 letters, it'd be Slingapoo. But okay.
I'm gonna stay foreign then, and I'm gonna go with that the giant city in Russia, Moscow.
I'll stay Russian. I'll stay foreign. I'll go over to the UK in Pornsmouth.
Nice.
Nice.
How about South America? Buenos Aires.
So mine seems to all have sexual tones to it. Because then I have
This always works.
every single one. Everyone. Next one is Annapolis, Maryland.
Whoa.
I don't know if this one's a sexual one or not, depending on the person. A city in the Philippines, Vanilla.
Pornland, Oregon.
Like that.
I'll stay sexual and go with Hong Dong.
What about Columbus, Ohio?
Columbus.
What was that one? What was
Well,
that
it
Columbus.
it was named after something that murdered thousands of men. So I've got a Dale ass.
Now.
What about Tampax, Florida?
Nice. Here's one that's just accurate. Leaveland.
Oh, nice.
What about Santa Anal, California?
I'm
So
out
is Spanish for the anal.
Yeah. No, that would be la and okay.
I know that's a joke I was making. I don't know Spanish.
All right. So
I mistranslated. Okay.
I'm out of sexual ones, so I'm just gonna go with Eric, Pennsylvania.
I do have one non-sexual one. It's Acorn, Ohio.
Oh, that's sweet. I have. Wait, how many do you have left?
I have one left.
Okay. So I have two. So here's one actually to make it better. To make the city better, which is Chicano, Illinois.
And here's one to make this city much worse: Molesto, California.
By the way, I don't know if you've been to Modesto, but that makes it that's a verdict. That's a that doesn't change it. But I do have one more. And I'm gonna have to beat Molesto, California, which is tough. Mine is oh fuck. Mine is if a guy gets turned on, boist.
Oh god.
I'm very funny.
Don't ever say anything about me, Steve. Don't ever say shit about me. Don't ever say shit about me.
You know, there's someone watching this that sometime in the next couple days is gonna tell their girlfriend or wife or husband or whoever it is that they're boist. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen in about 8 minutes when the show's over. You fucking kidding me? That's hilarious. I'm about to go
Also, I know
right now.
I know species adapt when they're under tough circumstances, and you've been quarantined for a long time, Steve. But a lot of us dudes don't get wet when we get turned on.
Well, sounds like a personal problem, Ben. Call Spectre. Maybe they'll fix your dick.
Yeah, it's between you and your doctor. Maybe your line's cut. I don't know.
Who won? Let's go to our judge.
Rachel.
He's my judge.
Rachel!
I have no chance. Of course, Rachel won. It doesn't matter. I could have had the best ones. It wouldn't have mattered. Rachel still wins.
It's also true, but she also had the best one, Steve. So she didn't win regardless, but she also didn't beat you. So fuck off. Molesto, California.
I'm saying I had no fighting chance. Molesto, California was hilarious.
Yeah.
You turned like 4 different cities into anal. I don't know how that happened.
Which beats Bauer's previous record of 3.
Rachel, that was great, Rachel. That was great.
Thanks,
It was great, Rachel.
It's an only time participating. I guarantee it.
Awesome, Rachel.
We got anything to catch up on, Rach?
No, it looks like we're caught up.
Did we do
Thank
it?
you.
Did I really make it off the
did it,
river and make it
Bowers.
through the whole goddamn show? Are you serious? Oh my god.
Isolation Nation. It's so good to have you here for another show. We're going to get started in a second.
No, I can't do that. Comics, you guys are amazing. How do we find you out in the world? BT, Have you had to change your Instagram again because you lost it? You don't care. You just switch to something else, or you got it?
No, listen. The Instagram deleted my funny man 6869. So I showed them I'm funny boy 6869. You can't stop me. You can't hold me back. It's funny boy 6869. And also my Instagram is for my podcast Tales from a Gemini. So there's 2 IGs and my Twitter, which is funny man 6869, funny man 6869, and that's it.
I love, by the way, they're going to keep doing that. You're going to have to go younger and younger, and eventually you're going to be like, funny sperm 6869.
And it goes full circle. I love it.
Yeah. Circle of life, baby. Circle of life. Yeah. Circle of life.
Caitlin, where do we find you in the world?
I am at Caitlin Peluffo on all the things, Instagram, Twitter, CAITLINPELUFFO. I can't wait to get BT in those DMs. Oh boy.
Oh, come on. That hurts. Come on. That hurts me. I apologize.
Oh God. But yeah, I'm there. That's what I am. And I have a podcast called Good Time Gal, but it's not porn, but it's still fun.
BT's Tales from a Gemini is porn, oddly enough. Got a male stripper named Gemini.
I thought his dick was named Gemini.
Yeah. I wish I knew enough about astrology to make a joke about it, but I don't know.
You're better off there.
All right. Well, thanks, Kenneth IBT. I want the audience, thanks so much for being here with us, guys. As always.
Thank you, everybody.
I saw a great shirt was coming in from Zard, and she put a thing on. What is this? Look at this. Here it comes. You ready?
I got that.
That's DJ Hot Dog.
And I got that.
What's in the box? She has a What's in the Box shirt.
Oh, that's awesome. That is
She has
incredible.
her own merch. That's amazing.
That is incredible. We got to sell that shirt. That is awesome. I want a copy of that shirt. That's amazing.
So cool. You can find me at Bowers Comedy everywhere. Ben, Steve, you guys got anything? Ben, you got anything to plug for other than Spectrum? Yeah, you're muted, Ben.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh, yes. Hi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Great, great. I am not at the Judah Friedlander show tonight. That was a mistake. So you won't see me there. So that's a reverse plug. And
Also, we can't see you, Ben. Are you going to be on Whose Line Is It Anyway tonight or the Tonight Show?
I am not going to be on Tournament of Laughs this weekend on TBS. Not going to be on the Tonight Show. So that's very exciting for nobody. And
anywhere. So that's exciting, you guys.
Actually, it works perfect now. That sounded perfect. All right.
That's my plug.
Steve.
All right. As for me, I have a show coming up at Nowhere Comedy Club on Thursday. It's my full headlining set. So please check that out.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Rachel, anything to catch up on before we?
I would like to thank Jeremy Day for writing all of my puns. I'm just kidding. Fuck off. I wrote them all myself.
Yes.
Night.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, guys, that was a fun one. That's exactly what I needed. Efren saying that stuff was so cool. It was the coolest guest we've ever had. It was just we've had great guests, but that one he spoke to me, man. That was great. So I've had a fun time. Thank you guys for being with us. This is what a fun night. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow, I hope.
Awesome. As for me, I just had to announce that I am canceling the rest of my tour through September. As the numbers are going up, I don't think it's safe to travel. So I'll be
Reverse plug.
Reverse plug. So don't go to those shows. They will all be refunded automatically. Please give it some time. Because they got to process each and every one of those tickets, which is thousands of tickets. Oh boy. Thank you for supporting this show, though, because it's been able to keep me sane during this. By the end of September, I will have been off the road for 7 months, narrowly edging out my previous record of 2 weeks. And we don't yet know.
There was a time there for a while you were in high school. I don't know if that counts, but
yeah, once I started as a comic, though. But that said, you guys have been wonderful and supportive, and kept me sane in this, kept me working in this by going to the Nowhere shows. And you know, I'll still be doing live streams, performing online, and you know, maybe I'll get some writing done too. You know, gonna try to work on my next book while I'm not touring. So I just wanted to say thanks for all the support, guys.
Thank you.
Love that, Steve. Thank you for that was not only a plug, it was also a list of life goals. I'll share my bucket list on the show tomorrow. And I just wanted to leave you guys with the exciting news. We finally got a sponsor for our show. And I'm supposed to read this copy exactly. Let me see if I can get this right. Here at Spectrum, we offer a wide range of services. If you're interested in TV, nope. Internet, go fuck yourself. And voice, I'm sorry, what? Can't hear you. What did you say? Sorry, you're breaking up. At Spectrum, we offer a range of services, and we promise you one thing. We do not deliver. Let me tell you one thing. At sometimes, when all else fails, the best you can do is reset. And we're about to do it. Here we go.